Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Lord Sonic Views and I watched Rosemary's Baby with the tagline Pray for Rosemary's Baby. Wow. That sure. Um First of all, it's 9:40 in the evening, or as you can see here it's dark. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. Yep. That was not a choice that I really made, you know. I usually watch a movie first, then I eat, you know. But yeah, it's fucking late. Anyway, yeah, I hope that this was a super good movie, but it just no. Also, before I forget, I will do Squid Game episode 4 or 5. Uploaded tomorrow, and then you get maybe a double. Well, you get a Squid Game, then movie, Squid Game, or movies, Squid Game movie, Squid Game movie. Because you know it's this late, and I don't like to upload shit that's close to each other, so you know. But let's start with the movie, because that's what you're here for. That's hopefully what you click here for on this video for. You can notice that English isn't my first language because I constantly make mistakes. Anyway, let's just start with the fucking movie. The kind of angled, you know, I thought it was above a hotel because it's a large building, but apparently it's a kind of a apartment complex. But still, it's a large building. You know, it would be perfect as a hotel. But hey, oh, Jesus. Apparently, this movie is in 1965 because they celebrated it becomes 1966. But this movie is from 1968. But you know, keep that also in mind. You know that if you watch this movie, that you will not really. It says drama, horror, thriller. Well, I can tell you, there's not really a lot of horror about it, you know. But you know, Psycho from 1960 was the first really death shown on screen. Well, it was not a direct death, but you know, it was kind of indicated that you know she was stabbed to death. Spoilers. But we're gonna do Psycho later on this year, I think. Otherwise next year. So there's not really a lot of, well, not really death, you know, not really murder in this movie. Thriller, sure, but it's not really thrillers that we have today, obviously. But like I said, we're kind of angled above here. apparently apartment complex, and we're because the buildings are high, it's also high because we see very small, we see two people, walk into the arch opening, and the next shot, we see into the arch, and we see them, there in the back, shaking hands with some guy. And we see here another guy at the left who's walking off. Um, they will be they are Jesus Christ, they are being escorted into the apartment complex. They pass by a very large fountain, and then they go inside. Walk up small stairs. It's not a mini stairs like with a few steps, but it's uh, small stairs. Um, so small stairs, and then they walk to the elevator. They push the button, wait for a bit. Elevator comes, and the elevator has an elevator operator. Shout out to Electric Cowboy, who also dropped a new song today, which I did a reaction to. So go watch that reaction. So they get inside. They greet him. Hey, he looks, and when he closes, the guy says 7, Diego. So, he doesn't push the button, but he it's a kind of a lever, which makes the elevator go up and down, which is kind of interesting actually to see. Before they had, they made a button, you have them just ping, and then wait, they had a lever that, had to go up and down. Kind of interesting. Which is other, well, I'm also gonna leave that, so if you want to know what's going to happen next, watch the movie yourself. But what is also interesting is I was a time in a toy store. We all were at some time, we all were kids, so we probably went to a toy store to look around. But I was in a toy store, and I think it was a toy store. But anyway, I was in the store, and they had the elevator there. But it was a kind of a weird elevator. It was not it was only 2 stories, main story and then second story. Main floor, second floor, I mean. And you get inside, and then there was a button with down and a button with up. That's it. And you push on the button for up, but you had to hold the button for up. It's not that you push it and then it goes automatically up. No, you had to push the button and keep pushing it for it to go up, and for for the down button to go down, which was really weird. And it was the first and only time that I was in an elevator like that. Very weird. But back to the movie. Rosemary was very pale, very thin at the beginning of her pregnancy. Also, I don't know when you start to see the baby bump, and when it's an obvious baby bump, not just a little muffin top, but I mean, kind of more roundish, visible. But I also didn't know how long she was pregnant actually, because obviously normally it's 9 months, around 9 months. Maybe you're a week off, maybe a week early, maybe a week late, maybe 2 weeks early, maybe 2 weeks late, and in severe cases, maybe later or earlier, which obviously is not normal. Anyway, but she had Rosemary had a kind of a pain, and when her friends from that she hasn't spoken in a while came by for kind of a party. She was crying in the kitchen. 3 of her friends were there with her. No, no men allowed, girls only, as they said. Um, and they asked for, okay, how long do you have this pain? And she says, November. And they said, November. So that indicates that it's a couple months. Because if it was last month, she would have said last month. She wouldn't say a specific month. So that indicates to me that it's minimum of 2 months already. So maybe 3 months, but like that. I'm not a father. I don't even have a girlfriend, or even close to having a girlfriend. So, or I don't have kids. I'm 27, but I don't have kids yet. So I don't know when with a woman that shit happens with it when it's obvious. You get a bit of a belly. I don't know. I probably learned that in biology class, not class, but I don't remember. But I have to say later on, when they indicated that she still had 3 weeks to go, she did have a belly. So, so it was probably just too early to have a belly yet. I don't know. She was definitely right. Rosemary was kind of she had a kind of a conspiracy, and she was definitely right. And she found out that she was actually right. But uh, I, I've heard some good things obviously about Rosemary's Baby, but I thought first of all, oh yeah, but just it was rather okay. But 1968, so 8 years after the first Psycho movie, because I think there are 5 of them, and they have also a Bates Norman or the Bates Motel movie and show, I think. But that. Yeah, I'll give this movie a 3 out of 5. The movie was okay. But go watch the movie yourself, leave likes, recommend a good baby related movie down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Squid Game, Star Wars, Rosemary's Baby, the show, because there's two episode two episodes of a show called Rosemary's Baby, which is both 1.5 hours long, both episodes. So we're gonna do the first episode tomorrow and the second episode on Sunday, and for another episode also of Squid Game, which then I've seen that day. That's it. I'm gonna leave that, and go watch my reaction. Also, I have Squid Game related food on my second channel. Link down below in the description. I have to upload also in a bit. So yeah, probably if this is uploaded, or please that is also uploaded. So go watch that one also. Yeah, that's it. Bye.